After a long break, Formula 1 is back to Japan. Japanese fans love Formula 1. Throughout the weekend, you're going to see fans dressed up in colourful costumes. Now, these costumes range from a DRS Wing to even a real-life Sebastian Vettel. So hello and welcome to Fervent Motorsports. Today we're going to tell you what all we learned on Friday in Japan. Friday at the Suzuka circuit was a wet one. The rain came down and it didn't look like it was going anywhere. Fernando Alonso set the fastest time in free practice 1. Surprisingly, Mick Schumacher had an unfortunate crash at the end of the session. He was on his way back to the pits, but he slammed his car into the wall on his way back. He cracked his car's chassis. He didn't take part in free practice 2. Now, free practice 2 was also wet. Drivers got much needed data on the wet weather tyres. This will be vital for Sunday as there is a risk of rain hitting the circuit during the race. These valuable laps will allow the teams and drivers to judge how long their tyres will last under racing conditions. This will also help them plan their strategies. Now, free practice 2 was supposed to be an extended session. The Formula 1 tyre manufacturer Pirelli had planned to run tests for next year's tyres. However, the rain played a spoiled sport and they had to abandon the test. This is because the tyres that they wanted to test were dry weather tyres. At the end of free practice 2, the weather cleared up a bit, but it was still a wet track. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton finished on top of the timesheets, followed by the Red Bull pairing. A few months ago, Sebastian Vettel announced that he will be leaving Formula 1 after this year. The driver got emotional during his press conference in Japan and he said that he would agree to jump back in a Formula 1 car just to race at Suzuka. He said, "Maybe one of the guys in the future who races here will feel a bit sick. I don't know, I don't wish them to feel so, but I wouldn't mind jumping back for a race in Suzuka at any time. We'll see what the future brings." Well, he's not wrong. Drivers do get sick in Japan. In 2007, Mark Webber vomited in his car after he was battling food poisoning while trying to drive a Formula 1 race. Almost every driver was asked about the budget cap rules and what the rumors of the breach meant to them. So it was obvious that Hamilton would get asked the question as well. Hamilton responded by saying that had the team spent more money last year, he would have been the champion of the world for the 8th time. He said, if he spent $300,000 on a new floor or an adapted wing, it would have changed the outcome of the championship. Naturally, because we would have been in better competition in the next race you had it on. The FIA is set to deliver their final verdict on the cost cap breach on Monday. So that's all we learned from the first day in Japan. Stay tuned as we keep you updated on all the happenings from the Formula 1 Japanese Grand Prix.